Got soil on my shirt, dead leaves in my coffee cup. Scraping this balcony jungle, like how did it get this rough? Melon, you outgrew this tiny spot. Yeah. Melon, guess you want the nicer pot. I'm here talking to a vine, like we're both a little lost. Melon, moving up at my expense, so rude.
Okay, so we've got our area ready and I've already put the big watermelon pot. I think it might be the right size, and what I'm planning to do is take all this other miscellaneous stuff that I bought out. We were originally going to buy another one. It was a Northcote pottery one, and it was beautiful and it looked very, very similar, but just wood and authentic. But it didn't have any drainage holes, and that's vital. And this, it's plastic, but it still looks awesome, in with the aesthetic of the tiny balcony garden. And we'll just do our very, very best. What I'm also planning to do is I have some stakes. I don't know where they are. Here we go. From my last trip to Bunnings. And I'm going to put 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, just around the outer edges and just see which way it decides to go. And then encourage it to go whichever way it's already kind of growing. And then I will tie string around all 4 of them to give it more support on each stage, because as you can see, we don't have the room for a trailing vein, but what we can do is grow up. We're just going to try our best and see what we can do. I think now would be a good time to consult the phone. I'm sweating.
Sweeping up soil on my balcony hive. Dust on my shoes, but the pots still look deprived. I'm trying my best, but my best won't keep a plant alive. So I ask AI how to help this melon survive. Help it survive.
So we'll put 3 in, and then, yeah, we're gonna put 3 seedlings in. There's enough space there for seedlings now, and then unfortunately, I'll have to eliminate 2 that just don't make the cut. Oh well, that's life, Darwin theory, yada yada. But we hope it's gonna be this one, the original. What did we call this? Walter the watermelon, this is your chance to shine, mate. Don't let me down. Someday we will dream about the day. We are using Osmocote, Scott's Osmocote, tomato, vegetable and herb premium potting mix. It's what ChatGPT recommended, so who are we to argue with God? That was very satisfying. It's called Whiskey Barrel. Okay, I actually think I've got some other Osmocote in there, but no, we'll just use 2. Wowzers, that was nearly too much. But not to worry, I've got some repotting to do, so this won't go to waste and it won't dry out. I just spilt a load on the floor. I'll come back for that later, I don't want it there. Right. Giving that a good little spread. These are my gross jeans, so let's just get right into it. 1, 2, and 3. I put them in this corner here, as per earlier. The sun rises this direction, and as the dry season continues to creep in, which we have been craving for the past 6 months, we're starting to get fresh air and full sunlight. Yeah, so this is the area of the garden, of the balcony, sorry, that gets maximum sunlight for the longest time throughout the day. And then also in the afternoon, as you can sort of see here already, the sun comes over this side and re-blesses this area of the balcony. And I think it's going to look absolutely gorgeous. If they do grow up, it's going to be a real nice feature of this wall here. We had a cyclone a couple of months ago at the very end of November, and we had to remove everything from the balcony and put it inside. So the ice bath, everything that was out here, all plants, everything had to go inside. And I tell you what, it was uncomfortable, it was miserable, it was clinical, it was not the luscious, green, enjoyable space that we like to sit out on a night. Yeah, it was kind of depressing actually. And the cyclone didn't perform either. So, right, here we go. I'll just get some of my equipment. Everything that I've got, I purchased from Bunnings in Darwin. This is not a paid promo, but it is my happy place there. If you know of any good gardening places in the Northern Territory, please let me know, especially like with organic seeds or alternative ways of gardening that doesn't involve chemicals and that. Please let me know. This is really my thing. I'm really trying to get into it. Just put on my gardening gloves. These are not actually gardening gloves. An electrician at work gave them to me for gardening. They do the job, it's great. And also, if I got zapped by something electrical, I think I'd be pretty safe with these. Other words, I stole them from work. Right. So I'm just gonna go in with my first little bad boy, doing it nearly all by hand. Useless stick, didn't support shit. Now, I made a bit of a faux pas because I watered it this morning, so I need to be even more delicate with the roots and the root system, but we're just gonna give it a go and pray for the best. Come on, Walter, you beauty. All right, that was much smoother than I thought it would be, considering how wet he is, but he's going there. Oh no, he's falling apart, he's falling apart. Quickly, quickly. We've got you, mate. I'm not gonna let you down. Whew. Yeah. Maybe don't water him for a day or two, just so it's easier to transport, whatever the word is. And I honestly think that my gardening inspiration came from sometime late last year when I went to Germany for the first time. and saw my partner's mum's garden. Just beautiful. It's so beautiful. There's trees in there that are really old, like an old apple tree that was planted, I believe, when my partner was born. And I just found it so peaceful and loving, and just there was always something to look at wherever you turned in the garden. And I think it just subtly creeped into me then that I was like, I like this. I want this. This is good. This is safe. It's fun. Okay, so 1, 2 successfully potted in. Now, if I'm doing this wrong, you know, let me know, but please be kind. I'm just trying my best. And that's all you can do. I'm patting it down a little bit firmer, just so the old soil kind of bonds with the new soil. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know, just trying. And in case you didn't know, these are watermelons, so that's going to stick right there. Now, I'm going to get some of these sticks and just 1, 2. Oh, that doesn't want to come out. It's tiny anyway. God damn it. 3. And 4. Now, obviously, as they grow, and we're going to try and encourage them to grow up instead of out so they don't strangle the tomatoes, I'm obviously going to have to get more sticks. And I'm going to lace them all together like I've seen on Instagram and a couple of YouTube videos, and just make it a nice little webbing so it's free to climb up the vine. But check back in about 2 weeks and we'll see if they have died or if they're thriving. But that's my little watermelon patch on my Darwin balcony. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next.
Want to say something about them?
Look at my hands. So this is Walter, and this is Wilma. And this is, can you think of a name with a W?
Wilfred.
Wilfred, Walter, and Wilma. Oh no, this is Winnie, after my great auntie Winnie. Let's hope you stick around.